This is the Night Wolf howling at you, and once more we find ourselves on the world of WWE Eternia, so we can look at the masters of the WWE Universe, Junkyard Dog, the heroic grabber of cakes. Now, I'm just going to throw this one out there right away because I was wondering exactly what grabber of cakes meant. And it appears that back in November 1st of 1985, they released an album called The Wrestling Album. And Grab Them Cakes was the song sung by the Junkyard Dog. I would love to be able to put a little bit of that on here. However, the last time I tried to do that, I got a copyright thing. So I guess I won't. But Grab Them Cakes was written by David Wolf, George Pelvis, and Vernie Butch Taylor. And as mentioned before, sung by the Junkyard Dog. That is pretty cool, actually, to learn. On the back of the box, we see him fighting a snake. Probably actually looks like Jake the Snake's snake. Everyone on WWE Eternia knows this dog's bite is as bad as his bark, so don't get into a scrap with the Junkyard Dog. One big thump and it'll be another one who bites the dust. Another thing to note is that Queen's Another One Bites the Dust is the song that the Junkyard Dog used to use as his theme when he would go into the ring. Probably another thing I'm not going to be able to throw in here, but you know. We also see that you can grab the enemies with his dog collar weapon, and we can twist him into powerful battle positions. As part of this wave, we had Bret the Hitman Hart, Excellence in Execution, Andre the Giant, Eighth Wonder of the World, the Junkyard Dog, the Heroic Grabber of Cakes, and Sergeant Slaughter. I don't remember what they called him. Was it Heroic Sergeant at Arms, I believe? So let's open this sucker up. We, of course, have his little information blurb thing, which is blank on the inside because they cheaped out and didn't do the mini comic stuff anymore. On the front of it, though, if we were seeing a story, it would have been the Junkyard Dog versus Jake the Snake Roberts, which, of course, would explain why we have the big old snake on the back, too. Junkyard Dog, the heroic grabber of cakes. The great battle has begun. A darkness threatens to consume WWE Eternia as the faction of evil superstars rise from parts unknown to control the balance of power. But the heroic superstars accept the challenge to defend the planet and determine who are the masters of the WWE Universe. Height 6'3". Weight 280 pounds. Superstar powers. Most powerful thump in the universe. Supersonic bark. Foreign objects. Cosmic dog collar. Canine armor. I'm not really sure how that armor qualifies as being canine. Hmm. I wonder if this was actually supposed to be fully inserted in the bag and they just screwed it up, or if this was always meant to be like that. Alright, so let's take a quick look at his head sculpt. Looks really nice, unique. It's very possible this is one of the few figures with a beard where they actually lined up the beard properly. Or at least a lot closer than what the others have been. He got an angry looking face going on there. He's also using the Spikor armor from the classics. So you can definitely feel the little pinpricks, but at least they don't break skin and they're not that strong. It is kind of too bad that they couldn't have used... Actually, now that I think about it, They could have used Origins in this case because I think the figure actually had. I don't think it's actually armor on the Origins Spike Core. I think it's partially built into a skin. I don't remember. Anyway, I like this. They have JY Dog, Junkyard Dog, on the side there. Same there. And then they have Thump on his butt. And he has no butt crack. Articulation wise, heads on a ball joint, can spin it through a full 360. Is not really interfered with by the armor. As far as the spin goes, as far as making him look up and down, that's a little bit more difficult to do because of how tall the collar is on there. But he can kind of like angle his head back and forth a little bit, so that's fine. Arm goes up, arm goes down, arm goes up again, and we can spin it all around. You do the hokey pokey, and never mind. We have the standard elbow joint, which is less than 90 degrees. We have a spin at the wrist, and of course the in and out articulation. You can also spin the elbow if you want. And he has the plain forearms, and they aren't decoed at all. Unlike, I want to say pretty much every other figure has had deco on their wrists if it was plain. We have a 360 spin here at the waist. We can kick up so far. We can kick back that far. Actually, that's pretty much almost straight footed here, or straight legged there. We have the knee bend, about 90 degrees. We can also twist the knee if we want. We do have his standard WWE boots, which are cut so that you can spin them around. Hinge at the ankle with a bit of a spin. They also have this kind of, I think it's supposed to be a dog face on the side of his boots. I don't know if this is actually a logo that he used or if they just, because it kind of looks like half of a dog head. I don't know. I suppose if you hold it like this, it looks a little bit more like a dog head. Otherwise, to me, it kind of looks like they cut off the snout. So anyway, his weapon is a rubbery uh, dog collar grabber thing, which does open up. I mean, it's not a hinge opening, it's just, flexible. And then he's got the part to hold onto his wrist. And this might be why they didn't give him any kind of bracers. Although I'm not going to lie, that looks kind of stupid that way. What they probably should have done with this sculpting was have this sculpted so it came forward instead of off to the side like that. But you are supposed to be able to attach it around the waist of the other WWE characters, which again, you can't, it's got to be sideways there. Otherwise, you'll start moving stuff around a little bit more and they don't want to keep their balance very well. So they should have had this coming off the front instead of off to the side. So it is a mostly useless weapon that they have given him. And that is a shame. You can also put it around the head, but obviously it doesn't stay on there very well, though. Boom. You could do that. See if we have any surprises underneath his armor. Very much a plain Masters of the Universe body. But now he looks like he is definitely ready to rumble. As far as a little bit of additional information on him, Junkyard Dog was born Sylvester Ritter, December 13th, 1952. However, he did pass away on June 1st of 1998. But he was an American professional wrestler and a college football player, best known for his work in the Mid-South Wrestling and the World Wrestling Federation. Junkyard Dog, or JYD, is the nickname he received while working at a wrecking yard. He was inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame for the class of 2004, to which his daughter Latoya Ritter and his sister Christine Woodburn represented him as he was inducted into the Hall of Fame, which the ceremony was held on March 13th, 2004. He used to enter the ring with his trademark chain attached to a dog collar, hence the weapon. And it used to be, again, as mentioned before, Two Queens, Another One Bites the Dust. And he often headlined cards that drew large crowds and sold out the Louisiana Superdome and other major venues. He had died on June 1st, 1998, at the age of 45, in a single car accident on Interstate 20 near Forest, Mississippi, as he was returning home from his daughter Latoya's high school graduation in Wadesboro, North Carolina. That is awful. Although, where was he living at the time? I mean, if his daughter graduated high school in North Carolina and he was traveling through Mississippi to get back home, I'm guessing that means that him and his wife were estranged. Some of his other wrestling names was Big Daddy Ritter, Junkyard Dog, Leroy Rochester, I'm not sure why, and Stagger Lee. I really like the Stagger Lee one. That sounds pretty cool. Anyway, I think that will conclude our look at the Junkyard Dog. Let's set up a couple wrestling matches with Rowdy Roddy Piper, the Hot Rod. Please feel free to like, comment, subscribe. We will put Roddy's head back on and we will hit the slow motion. Peace and love.